All right, so today we're going to follow the money that's flowing into XRP. We're going to connect the dots all the way from these billion-dollar institutional ETFs right down to the wallet in your pocket. And we'll explore what it all means for the future of the entire network.
And hey, if you've been wondering how you can possibly accumulate XRP without spending thousands and thousands of dollars buying it on exchanges, you're going to want to stay tuned. We'll show you exactly how our system lets regular XRP participants do just that. So first up, let's talk about the big players. You know that whole idea that crypto is just for retail speculators? Yeah, that's officially over. The institutional wave isn't coming. It's already crashed on the shore, and it is making some serious moves. Let's put a real number on this wave. $1.2 billion. That is how much new money has flooded into spot XRP ETFs over 23 straight days of positive inflows. This isn't just a flash in the pan, you guys. This is a steady, strategic accumulation by some of the biggest names in finance.
So why are they doing this? Well, as Matt Hulin from Bitwise put it, they want to see crypto assets that are going after large TAMs and where they can hold it safely at relatively low costs. Now, that phrase large TAMs, that stands for total addressable markets. We are talking about disrupting industries worth trillions of dollars. So this isn't some speculative gamble, it's a very calculated long-term strategy.
So out of everything out there, why XRP? I mean, the billions in investment are one thing, but the reason behind it all comes down to the technology. These institutions aren't just buying an asset, they are investing in the fundamental power of the XRP Ledger itself.
And check out this number, over 4 billion. That's how many transactions the XRP Ledger has already processed, flawlessly. And each one settles in just a few seconds for like a fraction of a penny. Now, if you're an institution and you need financial infrastructure that is dependable and high performance, a proven track record like this is absolutely non-negotiable. Ripple CTO David Schwartz really breaks it down to these core attributes. See, the XRPL isn't trying to be a jack of all trades. It's designed as fit-for-purpose technology. It's built to do critical financial jobs like settlements and moving value exceptionally well. And that intense focus on performance, low cost, reliability, and interoperability, that is exactly what institutions are looking for.
Okay, so the big money is moving in. What in the world does this institutional interest mean for everyday people? For the folks who are actually using the XRPL? Well, for one, it's a huge validation of the underlying tech, and it definitely points to a future of much wider adoption. And this is where it gets really interesting. While these institutions are interacting through these complex financial products, you can engage directly with that very same technology. This opens up a whole new way to think about accumulation, not just by buying on an exchange, but by actively participating in the on-chain economy. You can actually build infinite tip streams just by helping other people understand the power of self-custody.
And this fit-for-purpose technology is really the foundation for the next massive disruption in finance, which is the tokenization of real-world assets. And when we say massive, we mean an opportunity so big it's kind of hard to even wrap your head around it. When you combine debt markets, real estate, stocks, and derivatives, you're looking at a $1.7 quadrillion opportunity. Tokenizing even a tiny fraction of this will change finance as we know it, forever. So what does tokenization even do? Well, think of it like this. It takes assets from these slow, old-school, traditional ledgers and moves them onto an efficient, transparent blockchain like the XRPL. Stephen McClurk of Canary Capital points to things like high-value income-generating assets, we're talking bonds, cell phone towers, even massive container ships, as being perfect for this revolution.
And please, don't think this is some far-off dream. Here's what Ripple's CTO David Schwartz had to say.
You're going to see people using blockchains over the next couple of years for all of those kind of core financial use cases. I think it's going to be pretty disruptive to the traditional financial system.
This isn't decades away. This disruption is happening right now, which of course brings us all the way back to you. With this huge financial shift happening in the background, how do you position yourself? How do you go from just watching on the sidelines to becoming an active participant? Well, it really comes down to a crucial difference in mindset. You've got the speculator, right? They buy and hope. They're always trying to time the market. But then you have the participant. They aren't just holding, they're using the tech, earning with it, and building a network. It's a huge shift from just passively holding to actively engaging. So let's circle all the way back to that question we asked at the very beginning. How do you accumulate XRP without buying thousands of dollars worth on exchanges? Well, our system at XRP Tip Team makes it incredibly simple. You get your free Xaman Wallet, you create your position, and you share your link. That's it. The app handles everything else. You'll even get Telegram alerts anytime XRP tips flow right into your wallet.
And that is how regular participants become tip liquidity nodes in the infinite chain tip economy. You're not just holding an asset anymore. You're becoming an active part of the network's growth. To learn more and get started today, just visit xrptipteam.com.